Africa is home to many different animal species living together. It is the homeland of many unique and world-famous animals. In this video, we will learn more about the most dangerous animals of the Dark Continent: zebras, leopards, wildebeests, giraffes, hyenas, lions, and many others. Some of them are predators and some are prey. A majestic and powerful lion reigns here. With a mighty bite, it can immediately send its victim to the afterlife. The king of the African grasslands often chases and kills spotted hyenas. These creatures are always the symbol of evil and bear a bad reputation across the Dark Continent. They are thieves, cowards, and scavengers. Moreover, they hold a fierce hatred for lions. Of course, in life or death battles with lions, lone hyenas have no chance at all. But in reality, hyenas rarely go alone. A male lion is exploring the territory, but unfortunately, it has wandered too far from its pride and falls into a trap of over 15 hyenas. The king of beasts begins to panic. This may be the first time it has encountered such a situation. The hyenas keep getting closer, the trap is closing. Fear and despair clearly show in the lion's eyes. But luck has smiled, another male lion has appeared and joined the battle. The hyenas realize they don't have much chance of winning and decide to retreat. The lion was saved and will surely remember this lesson for a long time. Lions are the kings of the savannah. They are skilled hunters. Unlike other big cats, lions usually don't hunt alone. They work together, coordinating well to approach their prey. When within striking range, the lionesses launch a sudden attack. The prey has no chance to escape. Within minutes, it's all over. Lions can overwhelm even giants like elephants or giraffes. But their favorite dish is the wildebeest, a species not too large, just right for a lioness to handle alone. In the Serengeti, there are millions of wildebeests, many of which are young or newborn, easy targets for predators. A hungry lioness is lying in ambush in the grass. The moment arrives, and she rushes out to attack a wildebeest, a relatively easy meal. But a small prey is not enough to fill her stomach. She needs a bigger target, and a lone buffalo has been chosen. Buffaloes are not easy opponents. When attacked repeatedly, it becomes exhausted. The lionesses charge in and begin to tear it apart. But from deep within, the buffalo rises up and launches a fierce counterattack. The lions panic and have to retreat. The hunt fails, which means hunger returns. As night falls, the lions continue to hunt. This time, they choose elephants. Normally, lions don't attack elephants, but hunger and desperation have forced them to act. A baby elephant has been separated from the herd, and at least 10 lions pounce. This time they succeed. The poor elephant calf will feed the pride for a while. That is the harsh side of nature. The African elephant is the largest land animal in the world, weighing up to 5 tons and standing 4 meters tall. Though gentle, if provoked, elephants will attack relentlessly. The white rhinoceros is also a giant creature weighing up to 3 tons. When these two giants meet, the outcome depends on the situation. Once, an elephant and a rhino merely competed for the path, without fighting. But sometimes, parent rhinos bravely protect their calves, forcing herds of elephants to retreat. Other times, the elephant wins, launching a fierce attack, causing the rhino to flee. Size plays a decisive role. Crocodiles are the top killers in Africa's rivers. They have almost no natural enemies, except elephants or hippos. Drinking water in crocodile territory is a great risk. A sudden attack can end a victim's life. An impala once fell into a crocodile's jaws but escaped in the nick of time. The Kalahari Desert is harsh, with very little food. The African armored cricket lives here. It does not fly or jump, it is carnivorous and has a hard shell. When attacking weaver birds, the cricket squirts toxic blood into its enemy's eyes. A bird falls to the ground and is eaten by fellow crickets, a terrifying scene of nature. The secretary bird is a walking predator bird that can travel up to 30 kilometers a day. With a 2-meter wingspan, it likes to hunt snakes by delivering powerful kicks. They also eat rodents. Their courtship is simple, chasing each other on grasslands, then building a nest together. The honey badger is a fierce creature, fearless of pain, with extraordinary endurance. It can be stung by bees but still steals honey. Honey badgers eat anything from rock rats to venomous snakes. Even when bitten unconscious by a snake, it can recover and continue eating, a remarkable survival. Hippos are giant herbivores that can weigh 4 tons and live in water. Though they eat grass, they are very aggressive. Lions, crocodiles, and even rhinos must be cautious. However, hippos sometimes save other animals from crocodiles, a rare act of compassion amid their ferocity. With other members in the pride, lionesses naturally become part of the group. A male lion is usually driven out of the pride by its own father to find a pride of its own. Almost all males go through this stage. They are called nomadic lions. As the name suggests, they wander the grasslands, seeking another pride with a male they can defeat. Life in unknown places is full of danger and peril. Most lion cubs die before reaching adulthood due to starvation or being eaten by predators. Jackals, hyenas, leopards, eagles, and snakes are major threats to lion cubs. Adult lions also have a particularly high mortality rate due to territorial conflicts with other prides, human interference, and hunting. They once lived in large numbers across Europe, North Africa, and the Asia Minor continent, but now lion populations have drastically declined. Only about 16,000 individuals remain south of the Sahara Desert, and in India, there are only around 400 individuals facing the risk of extinction. Today, as Africa's natural environment becomes less capable of sustaining wildlife, combined with fierce competition from the thriving hyena population, diseases caused by inbreeding in small populations, and rampant poaching, lions are now considered vulnerable, with many subspecies endangered and on the brink of extinction. Since ancient Egypt, humans have viewed lion hunting as a sport. Or they would capture lions and keep them in cages. The Romans even brought lions into deadly arenas, where Christian martyrs were thrown in to be eaten by them. Lions' natural habitat has drastically declined since the colonization and urbanization of Africa began in the 19th century. With many widely spread stories portraying lions as fierce man-eaters, they were hunted and slaughtered en masse to protect the booming trade in slaves and ivory. The most famous story happened at the Tsavo River in 1898 in Kenya, where 2 unusually large, maneless male lions attacked and killed nearly 40 railway workers. The workers nicknamed them Ghost and Darkness. They were so afraid of the lions they became superstitious, and the tale gradually became part of African legend. This story also greatly contributed to European fear of the ferocious lions of the Dark Continent. A significant portion of the world's lions today are kept in zoos or wildlife parks. Many become obese and increasingly domesticated, losing the ability to survive in the wild, and are often used in public entertainment acts, such as in circus shows. And although lions rarely attack humans, due to dwindling prey and human settlements encroaching deeper into lion territory, there are increasing incidents of lions attacking and eating people. It is estimated that in Tanzania alone, over 70 people are killed and eaten by lions every year, with hundreds of villagers or tourists attacked and killed across Africa. Because of this, lion hunting has once again surged, with the online black market rapidly expanding to trade lion teeth, skins, and other trophies. The king of the jungle is once more being pushed to the edge of extinction. But unlike other animals, lions have the advantage of a majestic appearance, which has unintentionally made them royal symbols revered, protected, and honored for thousands of years. In Western mythology, lions often represent the power of kings. Meanwhile, in the East, the lion is seen as a sacred symbol to ward off evil spirits. They are often depicted as statues placed at tombs, temples, or city gates. In Hinduism, the goddess Durga, an incarnation of Kali, is depicted riding a lion to battle demons. In Buddhism, the Buddha is called the Lion of the Shakya clan, and his teachings are the lion's roar. For thousands of years, the image of the lion has appeared on national emblems, royal symbols, cloaks, crests, coins, and flags of many nations. And even though few have seen a lion in real life, it's safe to say almost no one is unfamiliar with it. From Africa to Europe, from the Americas to Asia, from ancient tribes to modern nations, from toddlers just learning to speak to elders in their twilight years, everyone knows the lion. No other animal can match it in terms of symbolism. Today, the lion's image is not only used by countries, tribes, organizations, or religions, but also by sports clubs, financial corporations, banks, cinema, and popular culture. No other animal represents strength and authority as much as the lion. No animal earns as much respect as the lion. No animal is worshipped like the lion. The lion is the embodiment of pride. It is the eternal symbol of courage, power, dignity, and dominance. When speaking of nature's greatest creations, elephants must be mentioned. Weighing up to 6 tons and standing nearly 4 meters tall, the African elephant is the largest land animal on Earth. With its magical trunk, sturdy tusks, extraordinary memory, and amazing sensitivity, the elephant is among the most intelligent and emotional creatures in the animal kingdom. Elephants are one of the few species that can recognize themselves in a mirror, show emotions, play, caress each other, help one another, and even mourn their dead. They can distinguish and remember faces. They tell apart friendly humans from armed ones. Elephants can use tools, speak their own language, and send signals through footsteps and ultrasound. Since ancient times, elephants have been domesticated to pull carts, carry loads, go to war, and perform in circuses. With the spread of Indian and Buddhist cultures, the elephant has been revered as a symbol of wisdom and power. They were used in religious rituals, worshipped as gods, and painted on walls to bring blessings. In Hindu mythology, Ganesha, the elephant-headed god, is the most widely worshipped deity in India. In Buddhism, the white elephant is considered the supreme symbol of wisdom and enlightenment. Today, though still honored, elephants face extinction due to ivory poaching, habitat loss, human conflict, and climate change. Since 1980, the African elephant population has dropped by nearly 70%. Over 100 elephants are killed each day for ivory. Poachers now use advanced weapons, operate in organized networks, and span across borders. They do not hesitate to kill mother elephants, baby elephants, or even wildlife protectors. As for termites, tiny creatures that play a massive role in the ecosystem, they are the great engineers of the underground world. A termite mound can reach up to 9 meters in height, housing millions of individuals divided into specialized roles: workers, soldiers, and the queen. Together, they build extraordinary structures with ventilation systems, temperature control, and food storage so efficient that modern architects take inspiration. Though only a few millimeters long, Termites can break down wood and fiber into humus, enriching the soil and maintaining the cycle of life. Without termites, many forests and grasslands would not survive. However, termites can also become a disaster when they invade homes, destroy wooden structures, and cause economic damage. And ironically, while a tiny creature like the termite holds such vital importance, a magnificent species like the elephant stands on the brink of extinction. Humans have the power to tip nature's balance, but must also bear the consequences of ecological disruption. Because the natural world is an intricate, interconnected system. A small change in one place can lead to unpredictable consequences elsewhere. From the lion's roar, to the elephant's silent steps, to the secret tunnels of termites, each species is an essential part of nature's vibrant tapestry. And the responsibility to protect nature does not lie only with organizations or nations, but with each of us, the individuals who share this common home called Earth. Newborn elephants are often the center of attention. Adult elephants and others in the herd will gather around, touching and caressing the calf with their trunks, creating bonds among family members. Meanwhile, male elephants usually do not interact with their offspring. In some herds, it's common to see adult elephants share responsibilities in caring for the young. Young female elephants often nurse and tend to calves. By 3 to 6 months, calves begin to wean. Still, they occasionally suckle until the age of 2 to ensure healthy growth. Elephant calves are typically very playful. Young females often chase one another, while young males tend to spar. Adult elephants discipline the calves with gentle trunk slaps, nudges with their legs, or soft kicks. Caressing with the trunk, legs, or tail serves as a way to encourage them. The main way elephants communicate is through physical touch. Regardless of age, when elephants meet, they greet by stroking or entwining trunks. They may also touch mouths, lick temples, or sniff each other's genitals, gathering chemical cues about health and identity. Another method is vocalization, deep rumbles from the larynx, sometimes altered as they pass through the trunk. These rumbles, sounding like saxophones, occur when elephants are agitated or in pain. For long-distance messages, elephants use infrasound, calls ranging from 14 to 35 Hz. Other elephants, even 10 kilometers away, can still hear them, as their hearing detects frequencies as low as 1 Hz. Another method of communication is through vibrations. Elephants stomp their feet on the ground in rhythmic patterns. The receiver leans slightly forward, shifting its weight onto the front legs. This is called the frozen posture. This stance helps transmit ground vibrations from the limbs and shoulders to the middle ear via cartilage joints, similar to how acoustic fat conducts sound in toothed whales and manatees. Elephants are highly intelligent animals. They possess the ability to recognize themselves in a mirror, a trait found only in some primates and cetaceans. With their versatile trunks, elephants can also use tools, such as waving branches to swat away flies. They have remarkable memories. Elephants can remember wide geographic areas they've traveled through during migration. They also have relatively long lifespans, typically living to 60 to 70 years. The oldest known elephant lived to age 86. Due to their enormous size, elephants greatly impact the ecosystems in which they live. They can uproot trees. They are capable of transforming woodlands into grasslands in just a few hours. Water holes dug by elephants often attract numerous other species. Thanks to their constant foraging and long-range migrations, elephants serve as ideal seed dispersers. Many seeds travel long distances through their digestive tracts. Numerous smaller animals also follow elephant migration paths, such as baboons and other monkeys. Dung beetles as well, feeding on partially digested matter in elephant feces. While adult elephants face little threat from predators due to their massive size, isolated calves are vulnerable to attacks from predators such as lions, hyenas, African wild dogs, and Asian tigers. However, the greatest threat to elephants is humans. African elephants are listed as vulnerable. Asian elephants are critically endangered. Their populations have declined by half over the past 60 years due to habitat loss from deforestation and rampant poaching. Elephant meat, skin, and especially ivory are prized by poachers. Processed ivory, pure white in appearance, is often seen as a luxury material used in piano keys, billiard balls, and other upscale items. The English word elephants originates from a Greek term meaning ivory white. 1/3 of an elephant tusk is made up of tissue similar to dental pulp, with nerves running deep to the tip. For this reason, tusks cannot be removed while the elephant is alive. Doing so would cause immense physical pain and psychological trauma to the elephant. The ivory trade today is considered legal only if the ivory is obtained from elephants that have died naturally. However, illegal poaching remains a serious issue in protecting both African and Indian elephants. In the past, a significant portion of India's population relied on the ivory trade for their livelihood. Criminal gangs involved in ivory and elephant meat trafficking often organize hunts that result in the killing of large numbers of elephants. Many others are killed for sport by wealthy game hunters. Since ancient times, humans have domesticated and trained elephants, mainly for entertainment. Even today, elephants are commonly seen in zoos and circuses. Many opponents argue that confining elephants in this way is inhumane and causes them great harm. The training process puts immense physical and mental stress on the animals. Captive elephants tend to have significantly shorter lifespans compared to those living in the wild. Humans also use elephants for labor transporting heavy goods to remote regions or serving as tourist rides. Elephants are especially useful because they require minimal care, are relatively easy to train, and can operate in tropical environments where machines and vehicles often fail. In history, elephants were deployed in warfare. Generals and kings would ride elephants into battle, while the animals themselves acted as colossal living war machines. Perhaps the most famous case is Hannibal of Carthage, who crossed the Alps with a force of 38 war elephants in his bold attempt to conquer Rome. Another example is King Ptolemy of Egypt, who used armies of Asian elephants to assert control across his empire. In Southeast Asia, execution by elephant trampling was once a method of capital punishment used by royal authorities. Tamed elephants are notoriously difficult to manage. Their unpredictable and aggressive behavior, especially during must, often leads to violent attacks on humans. In India alone, elephants kill more than 100 people each year. Worldwide, elephant attacks result in up to 400 human deaths annually. Some of these incidents are believed to be acts of revenge targeting hunters and villagers who have harmed, killed, or abused other elephants. Though often seen as symbols of peace, patience, and noble virtues, it is perhaps these very traits that have made elephants vulnerable now driven to the brink of extinction. A new era is unfolding, one with little room for the wild. Although the future of elephants appears bleak, for now, they remain the majestic giants of the natural world.